The shadows creep like whispers of fate. How will you outsmart those fierce enemies looming near? What's your clever plan to turn the tides?
Well, welcome to the show, fellas. Good to see everybody. Let me turn the game off just so we get in chat before we start playing. This is a very interesting video game we got right here. Screamer. One moment. Here, I'll just show. Well, I'll show you a little bit of it right at the start, but we're not going to play right away. We'll talk a little bit, and then we'll jump in. But it is very interesting. Now, I am not a guy who plays a lot of Japanese racers. I'm playing it through GeForce. Let me turn it off real quick. and we will come back to it in just a second. So I don't play a lot of racers. Certainly arcade racers I love, but they don't make a lot of them anymore, and the ones that they do make tend to be more open world, and so it's, you know, it's not really what I spend a lot of time playing. This one, you know, the thing that got me interested in this one was the look, kind of, but it was more the idea that there were some really interesting mechanics, which I do want to go over at the very beginning when we do a couple of test races before we get into the campaign, which is where I think what makes this game really special. But I assume I saw Morgan's in the chat. I'm sure somebody like Morgan will know, who's got more of a Japanese gaming diet, if a lot of these games try to do anime racing, and a lot of them pull it off as well as this one. But I was playing this in the campaign mode the other day, and I just thought it was really neat. And I don't want to spoil how they do it, but obviously there's cutscenes and visual novel elements, but also just during the race itself, some of the storytelling I think is really, really neat. So I like that about this game. And again, I don't know how much of that is kind of a traditional way they do. What is that when like Drift D or whatever, Super Drift D out of Japan? Maybe they've been doing that for 2 decades, but I've never seen it. So I'm interested. And it's also a lot of fun. I also will give you fair warning because it is a very fast game. I don't know how great it's going to look on the stream. I am playing at whatever the capped out frame rate is, the capped out graphics are. It runs smooth as butter coming in through GeForce Now. But I don't know, because it is a fast game, if it is going to look really great. But watch some trailers. If you watch this stream and you're like, you know what, maybe I'll pick that up. And there should be a demo. It's a very robust game, but for an arcade racer, it's too robust because the price point, I think, is going to be really hard for these guys to make their money back. There's no online, as far as I can tell, in terms of online racing. There is split screen racing. There are a lot of modes, but we'll talk about it. Anyway, the point is this. Morgan says this: I've seen half a dozen Japanese racing games with anime stuff release. This one looks a bit more stylized in the actual gameplay itself. Yeah, so we'll give it a shot. The other thing we're doing today is not really a trial run. We have our very first sponsor, official sponsor of the show, and that really kicks off on the next Gabbin and Games. We're going to talk about them. I'm going to give you a chance to sort of earn a PlayStation or Xbox, Nintendo, Steam gift card. We're going to talk about sort of how it factors into some of the actual content here on the channel. I'm almost certain there's no online, but we'll check in a second. But I'm almost certain, besides leaderboards, I don't think you can race online, but maybe I'm wrong. But our first sponsor is a really cool company. And like I said, we'll spend more time tomorrow talking about it and over the next couple of months. But it's a company called Retro Game Treasure. And if you haven't heard of these guys, what they do is they send out a mystery box every month. And I have my first one. And the real, and I haven't opened it yet. I'm waiting to open it online tomorrow with you guys, or Saturday. But what they do is they go through their warehouse and they get 3 to 5 games that tend to be retro. I think they go back to PS3 and they start all the way back to like Odyssey and Atari 2600. They have a very robust website where you can say, I already have these games. I don't want these games, blah, blah, blah. These are the kind of games I want. And then they have a box where you can kind of type like, this is what I'm looking for, right? So the real thing I'm excited about with this sponsor is to test out how robust their curation system is. So for the first one, which we'll be doing tomorrow or Saturday, this is a box that I had them custom make because I wanted to see just sort of how big their selection was. And I said, a lot of people know the obvious God of War inspirations. I've talked about them ad nauseum. There's, Ico and Devil May Cry and Onimusha. I said, but this one, I want you guys to put together a box with games that inspired us in more, still equally important, but not as obvious ways. And I have no idea what's in here. We'll find out together. And then I'll also do a separate video where I'm playing through these games, or at least playing some of them, to talk specifically about how they relate to God of War. So there's a link at the bottom of this, if this sounds like the kind of service you're into. But again, if you want to wait and see what's in the box and how they package it, and the next couple of months, we're going to be doing a couple different boxes with them. I don't know what month number 2 is going to be yet. I think I want to try to have them give us a PS1, PS2 horror games that are kind of underappreciated. So I don't want a Resident Evil. I don't want, I'm hoping of a box of things like Tecmo's Deception and like really cool horror. I want to see how good their algorithm is and how good their hand curation is, where they're like, we're not going to give you just the same old bread and butter, although they have that, but I want kind of some of those more hidden gems of the PS1 era of horror. So that will probably be month 2, but we'll decide together. So, but I will not be opening it now. I will be opening it on the actual show coming up tomorrow or Saturday. So there's more information about this, and you can click below in the about this video if you want. And even that little thing at the bottom left that's sliding over, that's a rough draft. It'll be final tomorrow or Saturday, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Morgan, right, like Siren. Now, Siren's PS3, I think. But I've never played Siren, is what I will tell you. So I'm maybe that is what they will. Maybe that's what they'll put in. Do you keep the games? No, you absolutely keep the games. They're your games. It's for collectors. As some of you guys know, there was a period where I kind of went minimalist with this stuff, and I stopped collecting a lot of these things. But as I've gotten older, it started with books, and now I'm finding myself wanting to buy books again and not read on the Kindle. And I am finding myself really excited. I don't think I'm ever going to be one of these guys with like 1,000 games behind me, but having the games that are special to me. So in this case, like a box of games that, and I'm dying to know what they put in there, because games that inspired God of War, but not in the obvious way you might think. I'm so curious, and I'd love to have those, right? I'd love to have underappreciated horror gems, maybe an arcade sports box, right? You can really go in, and I'll walk you through the website later in the week. But like I said, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. So yeah, but you get to keep them. Okay. All right. Your X live stream title is the previous one, says Damage Sector. Yeah, it's kind of some bullshit. I don't know what to tell you. I appreciate that, Damaged. I know you're right, and I noticed that, but I'm not entirely sure how to fix that. CMM says books are garbage. Really? I love books, man. I love to read. There's definitely a God of War Twisted Metal Easter egg in there. Could be, Richard Joseph. And then we'll be doing a standalone video about the games in this box that inspired God of War if you want to watch it that way as well. Okay, but this stream today is primarily, we're doing a Gabbin and Games tomorrow, the next day. We can shoot the shit throughout the stream. We can talk if there's something big happening in the news. I don't think there is in terms of games today. Grape says, how was the Mario film that bad? I haven't seen it. I have no plans to see it. What I will say is that the first Mario movie, I loved the Rainbow Road sequence. I loved the visuals. I love seeing that world come to life in that way, but I never thought it was a very good movie. I understand why it did very, very well, and that makes sense to me, but I got it out of my system. So this one, I'm totally fine when it hits YouTube stories or Instagram reels in a year and people are just putting up clips, and I'm like, I'll watch it that way. Okay. All right. So we're going to play some Screamer right now. Let's, like I said, I will be playing this on GeForce Now. Jaffe says, Insane, if you were, do they have N64? They do. Hell, I'll take you there tomorrow. Cause like I said, I want to spend some time on some of these shows, really diving into their product, but yes, they have N64, they have NES, they have Game Boy Advance. I believe they have 3DS. I think they go all the way up, and I don't think they get into the PS4 era, but they have Xbox One, Xbox 360. Most because the Atari games, most of the audience, because they're PlayStation fans here, we will probably be spending more time on the PS1, PS2 era. But, we'll see. If you guys want to do an Atari deep dive, we can do that. Whatever you guys are into. So, okay. this movie, Mario 64, Mario Super Galaxy movie, will probably make more money than the first one. Probably will. You think Mario peaked with Sunshine? No, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I like Mario, but I'm not a huge Mario fan like I am a Zelda fan. I'm a mega Zelda fan, especially the 2D. I have to tell you something before we start the show. I want to show you a clip. I got to show you this. This is I am enjoying playing Crimson Desert so goddamn much. And again, what I'm going to show you is not coming through perfectly. It looks like it's choppy, but my frame rate is running delightfully. So it's not a frame rate issue. It runs great. But I want to show you this video I captured today because when we bring up Zelda, it actually kind of reminds me a little bit of, hang on, let me go here. It reminds me a little bit of that, where a lot of people were understandably excited and losing their shit and stuff for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Hang on a second. Is my camera still on? Hang on. One sec, fellas. Why am I losing my picture? Hang on, guys. Let me just get my camera back. You guys can see me, though, I assume, correct? Game streaming, Game Master Shot. Does that sometimes. All right, 1 second. Performance mode, that's what it is. I don't want that. Okay. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Listen, Anna G, I know you're in the chat. Keep an eye on this guy. I don't mind people who are silly and goofy and people who push back on certain things they disagree with, but he looks like he's here to troll, which is totally fine. But unless he's really funny and interesting, which I don't think he is based on what I've seen so far, just be prepared, Anna G, if you don't mind, we'll say goodbye to him. But for now, he seems okay. But anyway, so I'm playing Crimson Desert, and it reminds me of the time I'm sitting in a Sony meeting, and it was early in the days of PS2, and the Naughty Dog guys, and this was like Jason Rubin era, they were showing off Jak and Daxter, the first one, and it wasn't even called Jak and Daxter at the moment. I don't know what it was, but it was the core engine was the idea. And it was kind of the first time that they were saying, it's kind of cliche now and people make fun of things like this, but it's like, you see that building over there, you see that mountain, you can go there, right? And at the time, that was mind-blowing. And then a lot of people now, they come to it and they think, okay, the last two Zelda games represent the epitome of open world. And I get that. But for whatever reason, I didn't vibe with it. I thought those games, for me personally, as a 54-year-old, I'm not saying those games are for kids, but they felt so amorphous or thematically, they felt so thematically Rorschach testy that it really didn't feel like they were planting a flag as much. The world was just kind of, it was almost like it was made of like mist and it would just fade away. It lacked kind of enough of a realism to fire my imagination. But this one doesn't do that. Now, I'm not saying the game is as good, although I am really enjoying the shit out of this game. But what I found was, earlier today I was playing, and it doesn't look it from this perspective, but this is a very high mountain and a very steep mountain. So it's the highest I've been in the game, and I get to the top of this mountain, and it's not just like, oh, I look around. It's that I look around and I know that all of this stuff that I'm looking around at is interactive. Every single thing that I see in the distance, I can go to. And I remember hearing about a pirate ship in the game, and I'm like, holy shit, I finally saw the pirate ship, which is way down there. And I can go to the pirate ship. I can go inside the pirate ship. I can go, what's that little iceberg thing over there? I can go to that. It's a really immersive, exciting world to be in. So I know it kind of has mixed reviews. I don't know if the reviews have changed. I saw a very strange story last night on IGN where the IGN guy who gave it a 6 is like, my editor's open to me re-reviewing it. And he said that because of all the work and the patches they've put out, it merits a new take. And I didn't play it until the very first patch came out, but most people who played it and then played the patch, like Gene Park says, it was a meaningful patch, but it was not like so dramatically meaningful that, that for me, I would go, why would you go to a 6 to an 8 or whatever? So, but I mean, I'll give the guy, I don't care. He doesn't need my approval, but I am curious if he rewrites it, what he thinks is different between what he played on launch day and what is available now. But it's really good. Seems exhausting. I'm often too tired these days for open world games. Oh, I absolutely get that, K-Nubs. I mean, this is a game that, the way it was pitched to me, again, Gene was the one that really made me go, fuck it, I'll give it a try. But he said to me, he's like, this is a game that reminded him of like Valhalla in terms of just sort of the meatiness of it. It took him 90 hours to get through just the golden path of the game. But I think when you approach it like that and you settle in and you're like, okay, I'm here to kind of lose myself in a world. I'm not going to play this all the way through it in one stop. I'm going to, whatever. I mean, it didn't bother me. I don't feel the way you're describing it, but it is a commitment if you really want to actually finish it. So, but I'm loving it, and I just wanted to show you off this video because it's just, again, like that mountain. I don't know if that is the namesake Crimson Desert way down there, but I haven't gotten there. I haven't come close to getting there. But all of these things, they have a little interesting people and stories and missions. And again, to be fair, I have not played Red Dead Redemption 2. Everybody tells me I need to. I don't know if this world is as cool or as big, but so far I would say this is probably my favorite open world game I've ever played. As to the IGN thing, I don't really... I'm only interested in the IGN thing because the narrative interests me of, wow, you played it day one and it was a 6, and now you think the way it plays, which according to people who played day one isn't that much different. Maybe that's not right in his mind, but that's what I've heard from a few people. I just want to know what he's seeing in the new patch that makes him think that. But even not just this tower in this city, but even if you kind of look... Like there's like a little house or a little village up here, like nestled in the thing. And the fact that I can kind of go over there and explore, it's pretty fucking cool. Red Dead 2 says Zane is overweighted. I used to love it, but it doesn't have replay value. Well, okay, that's fair. But I mean, Jesus, does every game need replay value? A game that probably takes you 40 hours to finish. Why do I need replay value? But, oh, yeah, Pragmata's coming out. I want to play that, too. I'm sorry, says Blue Haze, but CD is trash, this game. No, it's not trash to me. I love it. It was clearly intended to be an MMO. It's just a world full of boring time sinks and average at best combat. I will agree with you that the combat is not the greatest. It's not like, it's very hack and slash so far. In terms of sort of the skill or the engagement mentally, but I don't agree with you on the other stuff. It's a real joy to be lost in this world. I'm digging it. So, but totally as a different thing, as a different kind of game. Well, Elden Ring is my favorite game of all time. I don't know Danny Sullivan. He says that's Elden Ring is his. I'm not saying this is my favorite game of all time. I'm saying that it's my favorite open world. Elden Ring is still my favorite game of all time. Ember says that's insane. The combat in this game is insanely deep. I mean, it may be, but it hasn't. Let's put it this way. If it is, either I haven't reached it yet, or I haven't reached an enemy or a group of enemies that force me to utilize the depth of the combat. I am pretty much button mashing through this, and I'm doing fine. Between light and heavy attacks that I'm spamming, doing the light heavy attack combo, and then doing grapple and throw people. I'm getting, I just encountered this thing called Crimson Plague or something, which is like a cube that seems to have sentience, and I'm struggling with that. But that's the first thing I've had a hard time with. So, Loki says, yeah, man, the people still complaining about this game's wild. Go enjoy something actually. Why waste time whining? Well, again, I will say to you that I don't know about whining. I think, I like discussing the art form. So I don't consider it whining when I say I like this, I don't like that. I don't think you're putting me in that camp. I think you're talking about the people that seem to have an absolute vested interest in like, this game has to be the one that everyone likes. I don't like that you're liking that game. Those people I find, I feel for them only because I think the ones that aren't just doing it for engagement farming are probably really underdeveloped. And I'm not trying to do an insult like a backhanded compliment. I'm saying that I think their view of themselves, I think, is so tied into the hobby and so tied into certain games that, and I was there as like a really insecure teenage kid with movies. If you didn't like the new Spielberg movie, I didn't want to know you because it meant more to me than just a movie. But it is just a game. It is just a movie. But I didn't know that. I was fucked up kid in a lot of ways. So, have fun, Jaffe, says Prince Green. Happy you're loving it. I don't understand why people are always so negative. Sure, the game is not perfect, but the amount of effort that goes into making something like this. Oh yeah, no, I got to a mission the other day with this game, or last night, where you go into this, like rich guy's, house, not like a palace, but like a small little mini mansion. And all the servants have been murdered. And then you start to find these secret passageways in the house, and you start to find traps in the floor. And this is not even one of the main missions. This is just one little section. Well, it's part of a main mission, but you don't have to do all that other stuff. It's just there, Did I ever want to make an open world game? Not really. Although if I were to get back into making an action adventure, I would probably consider open world, but I don't want to work in this industry anymore. I'm happy to be a fan on the outside looking in. It's a goddamn nightmare, man. Unless you're talking like small indie games and stuff. Okay. But what we are also talking about right now is the game Screamer. And let's pull that up and let me show you this. It's pretty gosh darn cool. God of War open world. We never considered making it open world, but after playing this and Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yode, I would love to see God of War, at least a version of God of War, go open world and really try to, bring its own sensibilities to it and stuff. But, I don't know if that's in the cards, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. So I'm going to do my very best with this one to make sure that you guys are seeing the game for what it is. And because it is a very fast game. It is a very, very fast game. Yeah, open world games were starting to happen, but not really. Reptilian Richard Ramirez says, hope you're having a good day, Jaffe. I'm having a pretty gosh darn good day, yeah. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. All right. Maybe Gun, you never know. Wayne B says, I do intend to play Pragmata. Yes, Jay. Shocked you like Screamer. My buddy says it has too much yapping. I'm not advocating for this game. I'm saying that I think it's really cool, and I like the way that they mix the storytelling with the racing, but I haven't played it enough to know if it gets annoying. But so far what I've played, I think it's what I'll say is so far, first blush with this game is it is very interesting. It's neat and it's pretty fun, but I don't know if it's like a classic yet, Hello, Castax. Hope your day is good, brother, all the way from down under. Thank you, buddy. You as well. I didn't say I wasn't interested in Screamer initially. What I said was I was interested, and then it seemed like the price was like, I'm not paying $70 for an arcade racer. That's where I kind of got off with that and said, no, I'm not using a GPU on this game. I'm streaming this from GeForce Now. I mean, I'm using a GPU, but it's just I have to look it up. I don't know. Juicy Boots, you old knucklehead McGee, thank you for that very, very generous gifted membership of 5 gifted members to the channel. Very generous, very kind, very supportive. Thank you, buddy. And then K-Nubs, thank you coming through with a gifted member to the channel as well. You and K-Nubs, Juicy Boots, you're doing the Lord's work, assuming I believed in the Lord. You know. And then listen to this. Our good friend in the chat, there it is, Smaug. Hey, buddy, he says, I finally got a Switch. I love it. Just finished Link's Awakening. Amazing game. I'm now converted to being Nintendo bro. Don't tell Sony. You got the Switch or the Switch 2? I love Nintendo. I didn't love the Switch 2 to the degree, or the Switch 1 as much as I loved the earlier generations of Nintendo, but I'm probably going to pick up a Switch 2 because I really do want to play Pocopia, or if that's how you say it. I want to play Tamagotchi Life because my kid's into it. And then obviously the new Zeldas when they come out. So, we're overdue for a movie night. I almost put up a goal today because you'll see in a second, this is so anime centric that I was like, let's put up a goal to watch 4 episodes of different anime because I love the art style of anime, but I always struggle finding an anime that genuinely holds my interest after the art style wears off. Like, I couldn't really enjoy Attack on Titan. I thought that was kind of boring but cool, but it wore off. The only anime I ever watched a whole season of was, we've talked about it before, it's not Dot Hack, it's the other one where the kids live in the video game and they're trying to get to the top of the tower, and if they pull the headsets off, they die. I thought that was great in season 1. So maybe, maybe if we can do a wheel of anime, yeah, if you guys want. So, okay, let us begin. Now, what I'll tell you about racing games is the streaming. When I'm in a race, I can't really talk to you guys. So, I'll talk to you guys in between the races and whatnot, and before we get to the tournament, which is the real meat of Sword Art Online, that's what it's called. Hang on, by the way, this comes in from David Seeger. Thank you for the super chat. He says, cheers to Ace, Jaffe. Thank you, buddy. As people say about loss and sadness, it comes and goes. Last night, something triggered me and I just started bawling, and then 20 minutes later I was fine. But yeah, I hear you and I appreciate that. I have not played I Am Jesus Christ yet. I know that came out today or comes out tomorrow. This game gets hard, says Grape King. Okay, well. So here's what we're going to do, though. The meat of this game, and like I said, let's check for Morgan, because I don't think multiplayer is online. I could be wrong. Oh, there is online, so shut the fuck up, Jaffe. There is online. All right, well, there you go, Morgan. But the meat of this is the tournament, which we will play some in a minute, because that's what I think is really cool about this. But in arcade, it opens up everything immediately, whereas in the tournament, you unlock the ability of the car. But so much of what makes the mechanics of this game interesting is that you're only going to see in arcade immediately. So we'll play 1 or 2 races, and then we'll actually jump into what I think is special about this game, which is the campaign mode. Okay. You have team races, score challenges. So like I said, it's a robust title. There's a lot to do in it, but it's still just, it seems like I would have personally rather them had less stuff to do and just cheaper. $70, even Sonic Crossworlds underperformed. I'm like, I don't know why they thought they could get this out at $70. And that game was better reviewed than this one. So each character obviously has a different skill. I'm going to pick the easiest one, which is this guy. His boost just goes a little bit longer. No, this is on all the systems trades. All right, so, and obviously unlocking all the tracks could be a lot of fun, blah, blah, blah. But let's go with, so the first mechanic that is really interesting about this is that the right stick is for drifting and the left stick is for steering. I haven't mastered it. I haven't gotten it down yet, but when it works, it feels really, really good, right? So I'll do 1 race with that, and I'll at least 1 lap with that, All right, so this is just me steering. And so one of the things is you'll see there's a very simple, well, let me just drift here. So this is me drifting, and I am kind of building up the meter up at the top there. And one of the things is when you get into the yellow, you can shift into a higher gear that also helps fill your boost up. But there's the audio in this game is weird because you'd think because your eyes need to be on the road most of the time in a game like this, you'd have very clear audio cues when you have gone into that yellow zone. But you don't. And so you're having to constantly just kind of have your eyes semi on the bottom of the screen to see if you've gone into the yellow like there. Which isn't bad. It kind of makes it feel really kind of cool in a lot of ways. So now I've got enough to boost. And there's his double boost. He's the only car that I know that has that kind of double boost. The red arrow means somebody's kind of coming up and attacking me. You also have shields and attacks, which I'm not entirely sure how they fully work yet, but I'll give you an example. So like that. Okay, so I don't have enough yet for my shield. I have to drift. And I should be getting it soon, I think. I can strike, though, if I want to try to kill these guys. Now I'm in strike mode, so anybody I hit in strike mode will explode unless they have a shield on. I don't like the fact that I have to take my finger off the gas to activate strike mode, but you kind of, that's where we're at. You've got a shield, so if someone's in strike mode, you can protect yourself, like right there, someone's coming up after me. But they passed me, thank God. Okay. And now I'm going to try to boost coming around this corner. And again, I don't know what it's looking like on the stream, but it's buttery smooth. Shit. Right? So I shielded. And you also have a... oh, shit. God damn it. You also have a mode called Overdrive, I think is what it's called. I'm not sure how you get to it. You may just have to fill your meter, but it lets you, it's kind of like the star in Mario Kart, but the difference is if you touch a wall, you explode. So you get a great advantage, but it comes at the risk of you have to drive kind of perfectly. Like that would have killed me there. And there's a lot, I'm sure, you know, once you get the hang of it, like I've only started playing this for about 2 hours. But I'm not saying there's a lot of mechanics, like it's so complicated, but compared to most arcade racers, there's a lot you have to remember, like how the systems work and work together. And so I've kind of struggled to, you know, I shouldn't be in 14th place, but you know, here we are. Like even just the drifting with the other stick. Is that the only game that's done that, or do lots of games do that? I haven't played one that's done that before. But even that, though, and then that mixed with having to hit the button when you go into the yellow, but you've got to be looking down at the screen to make sure you're in the yellow, it takes a lot of my energy, my mental energy away. See, like now I'm trying to go into strike mode, but I got to fucking take my hand off the fucking gas to do it. Which maybe that's risk reward, but maybe I can remap it to a face button or something. Like right here. And by the time I do it, I've already run out of the juice when I get my hand back on the gas, so. All right, here's the final lap. Let's see how good I can do before the best I've come in on this race is 6 so far. Okay, there's overdrive. Let's see. Shit. Okay. Oh, that should have killed me. That did. Okay, you can rebind the keys. Okay, that's good. I wish there was an audio cue for the shifting gears, though. All right, so I came in terribly, 14th place. Okay, so that's the gist. That's the gist. Why is this terrible? I didn't say it was terrible. In 54 years, Jaffe is yet to be introduced to the concept of peripheral vision. It's not that I don't understand that I can see it. I can see it. It's just that it is, you know, I'd rather there be an audio cue so I don't have to just, you know, because there's a lot I'm looking at, dude. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the meters on the top. I'm trying to look at the map to make sure I'm in a good straightaway where I can activate my attack system. So fuck off, son of a bitch. Man Cave, I'll try to answer that after we get done playing. You don't think hitting the walls are slowing you down? Yeah, it's totally slowing me down. You said it looks terrible? It's not terrible. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? No, the sense of speed is really good. Again, like I said, you're watching it on a stream, so I don't know if everybody's having that experience. But no, I mean, I don't think it feels like the fastest racer I've ever played. Let me do this now. Let me go. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one more track, and then I'm going to go to the campaign mode. Okay, so because I want to see, I just want to show you guys some of the other tracks. And shut up, Wayne B, you fuck. All right, so now we'll do strike costs less entropy and can be performed. All right, let's do that. And let's also see if I can change my controls to... okay, strike. Okay, so let's do... Let's change this. This will change... Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay. All right, I think we're good. Let's give this a try. You goddamn right, Danny Sullivan. Fuck them. Fuck you guys. All right. I'm going to go with this one.
Don't mess with me.
Yeah, fuckers. All right, we'll try... Did we do this one last time? No, let's try this one. Do you like driving in real life or just games? In games. Driving in real life is fine, but I'm not like a car guy. I'd rather just have somebody else drive me. I don't know how to get the boost. I'm not sure if you hit LB. No, there we go. Guess it's right there. All right. All right, this run goes out to Ember's Arcade, the asshole. And peripheral vision. That definitely works better having it on that button, though. Shit. Jaffe. How do I back up? God damn it. Okay, sorry. No, you're not hitting them to get boost. You're drifting to get boost. Okay, I won't restart again. I just wanted to do it that time. Because, you know, yay. So you guys are saying this game feels slow to watch? Interesting. Definitely does not feel slow to play, so... Yeah, that's much better, putting it on that button. Shit. Fuck, Jaffe, wrong button. It's pretty good now. Now that I have that move in there on the right button, that feels much better. Alexa, stop. This game's pretty good. Don't hit the wall again, Jaffe. Catch up with him. Fuck! '14th place again. God damn it. 15th. God damn it. Wonder if there's any way I can catch up. 15th place. Fuck this bullshit. Come on, Jaffe. At least get in the top 10. Overdrive. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, I don't think you can turn off overdrive, so... Come on, man. I guess on the good side is they don't have any obnoxious rubber banding in this game, or if they do, you can't tell. All right, it's the last lap. Here we go. Fuck. The track map is currently being blocked by my head. And I'm way too far behind to catch up, so I'm just going to finish the race. And then I'll show you guys the campaign mode. I had hoped the visuals would look a little more anime since the cutscenes and everything and the whole tone of it is anime. I gotta shut my door because Tech has now just started screaming, as we can all hear. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I absolutely get it. I don't know if I would spend full price, Secret Unlock 16th place. I don't know if I would spend that much money on this game. It is fun. It is good, but, you know, let's see how the campaign goes, though. Where did it go? Overdrive is a do-or-die mechanic, says Speed. You go fast, but touch a wall and it's kaboom. Yeah, you got to learn to drive clean with it. I like the look of the game. I'm not going to wait 3 years for Epic to drop it, says Morgan. Yeah, I'm going to go shut the door. Yeah, the game would look better as a cel-shaded. I agree. But now check out the campaign, though. I want to show you the campaign, which I think is really the... Oh, we got a new character. Which I think is really neat. Okay, so we're going to start a new game. Hey, from Hampshire, England. Thank you. Beaver, we appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, that's right, Angie. Hang on. Let me shut this door. So there are a lot of cutscenes. For a racing game, it's pretty strange. Yeah, I don't want this. I want to delete this one. How can I delete? I have played Wreckfest 2. Okay, do I have to play this? Can I go back? Maybe all the way to the very beginning then? All right, we'll start at the beginning. All right, here we go. Yeah, Wreckfest 2 is good. It's still early, you know, and I don't like the track designs as much yet as the new one, or as the old one, but I do like it. Have I seen F1? I have. I do think these games visuals, Morgan says these whiny people are why games are so expensive. The visuals look nice. I agree. I just wish they, you know, looked more like the cutscenes. And it's not like that's more expensive. The games, there are plenty of games that have more of a pushed cel-shaded look. Yeah, Quinn O'Connor, it is fun. But let's go through this. We'll do the whole story and see where it takes us. Beaver Diva Todd, my good friend, buddy. Welcome to the Diet Coke Commanders. Everybody give Beaver Diva Todd a pickle tickle and a picture and a emote of your choice. And thank you, buddy, for supporting the show and watching all the way from merry old England. We appreciate it, bud. There we go. You think this looks straightforward? There's a lot of mechanics in this game that I don't see in most arcade racing games. So here we go. Now, you'll have to read the subtitles only because one of the characters literally just speaks in French. I don't know why. I drink about 5 Diet Cokes a day, Jay. What is that? Red Line? That was pretty cool. I liked Red Line a lot.
Why would Anaconda Corps care about winning some racing tournament anyway?
I'll read the chat after the cutscene.
100 milliards de dollars, c'est rien pour eux.
Besides, Caterpillar said,
I swear to God, I couldn't care less what a stranger with terrible tastes and aliases texted you. If Quinn could see us now.
Roshin,
What, Hiroshi? Pointless. Feckin'.
he's here. It's him.
See, I love that this isn't a racing game. It's pretty cool for me. I mean, maybe there's a lot. Maybe there's a lot of racing games that do this, but I haven't seen any.
We need cars.
Would I ever go to Japan and stream the game, says user. Thank you for the super chat. I mean, I would do both, but I don't see them as synced up. But I've been... Oh, you can't hear the game? Let me fix that. I don't necessarily think they need to happen at the same time, but I've been to Japan, and I'm quite the fan of it. It's a really fun place to go. Oh yeah, Star Wars Galactic Racer is on my radar, man cave, for sure. How's the game so far? I like it. I think it's really cool. All right, let's see. Hey, Lynx, how are you, buddy? I have to get back to you. Sarah was telling me you sent me some K-pop Demon Hunter stuff, which I need to look at. So thank you for that. I'll get back to you later today. Okay, now the game's way too loud. Jesus Christ, you guys. You know what? Go suck a bag of moldy, severed zombie dicks. All right, here we go. 2 hours later.
Robbed. Fucking robbed. A decade working as a PMC, putting away money just to flush it down the toilet.
She's supposed to be Irish, like Becky Lynch.
I know, but we need a way of getting to Gabrielle, right?
Tout à fait. Gabriel est pire qu'un putois.
Gabriel is a
Il
skunk,
hiberne pendant des mois,
hibernating for months at a
Son
time with a
odeur reste bien
stench that
incrustée
lingers
quand il
long
part.
after he's gone.
If we don't enter this tournament, who knows when we'll see him again? And Caterpillar seems to think this is our only chance.
Jesus Christ, Caterpillar again. Hiroshi, a stranger who texts you from an untraceable number and refers to themselves as an insect, is not a reliable source of information.
Is Caterpillar an insect?
It's a lead. It's something.
Alexa, is a caterpillar an insect? Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. All right.
En tout cas,
I'm very excited about our new cars, Otto.
si on allait faire un petit tour avec.
What do you say? What the France have been?
We're wasting time. We all know how to drive.
Ah. Pas
Not
comme des
like a
screamers.
screamers. These tournaments are illegal for a reason.
Un screamer,
Screamer dance with death in gin soak the bars.
il la ramène dans
They
sa
invite
fiole.
death back to their
Il
place
laisse
and
la
leave the
lumière
lights
allumée.
on.
Il la chauffe
They let
bien à
death
fond.
take them to the edge, and then
We get the picture. Thanks, Frederick. Sure. Yeah. Let's see what these things can do.
Top.
we. All right, so this is we've already gone through this, but this is now how. House of a Thousand Corpses is great. This is how it all comes together in the campaign. So, okay, so now the audio's fine. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do the race, and I'll get back to you guys. But they want you to drift for 20 seconds, so they're just trying to make sure you know how to play the game. I keep upping and downing on the sticks and not lefting and right to drift. That's why I'm hitting the walls. Sure it is. Shut up. It's not easy. Fuck you. I know what you're thinking, you assholes. Just shut up. Such assholes. Such assholes. This is how Princess Diana died, just so you know. Not kidding.
Ça faisait un paquet de temps que j'avais pas frôlé la
Yeah,
mort.
Speedster played it. He says it's challenging. It's been a minute since I've had a near-death experience.
Sérieux.
God, I
ça
missed
m'avait
it,
manqué.
Toto.
You know, that was actually kind of fun.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so sorry to interrupt, but while we're out here gripping our stick shifts, Gabriel's in that tournament, not getting any deader.
Right, yeah, we should probably head in.
She died trying to drift. You goddamn right. Did you guys hear the quartering was involved with the Nexium cult? I don't know anything about that. What's the Nexium cult? Hold on there, cowboy. What's our plan? For once, we inside?
Oh, yeah, our plan.
Fucking hell.
Il réfléchit.
He's thinking, giving me secondo.
Well, if we just go in guns blazing, Anaconda Corps won't rest until we're all dead, right?
Rien de moins que le
The main
supplice
course of
du
rat
roi.
torture with
Avec
disembowelment
une
for
insertion
dessert.
en touche
Yes,
finale.
what is this
You
story?
said screamer tournaments can be deadly. What if we kill him on the track?
Wow.
Make it look like an accident.
Took a dark turn.
That's actually not bad.
Pas con.
Not bad. The kid was born to lead. I don't know what this guy did to him. Did they say already and I missed it? I don't think so. They just don't like him.
I don't care what we do, long as it ends with Gabriel 6 feet under.
Goddamn right.
So Quinn gets justice, so she can
Oh,
rest in
okay.
peace.
So he killed somebody named Quinn that
We
they
owe
like.
her that. We wouldn't be the Banshees without her.
En parlant de ça,
About that,
Huh?
huh?
Anaconda Corps.
Anaconda Corps knows us as the Banshees. It's a chance, Cube Anakin. You can't race.
S'ils apprennent qu'on
If they
participe
hear
au
we
tournoi,
joined the tournament,
ils risquent
they
de
might
se
take
tirer
off
un peu plus
before we
que
touch a hair on
Gabriel.
Gabriel's overgreased
On
head.
devrait peut-être changer.
Maybe we should use a different name. For the tournament. Oui.
Quinn founded the Banshees, a female-led private military company in a field dominated by micro-dicked men.
Why is he pointing at him? She pointing at him when he says micro. She says micro dick men.
It's her legacy. We're not changing it.
Hiroshi, c'est toi le chef maintenant.
What do you say, Hiroshi?
I think we've got a tournament to join.
Wow, non-committal. What a leader. All right. A few adjustments. Hiroshi, Frederick, and meet the tournament mechanic and his ferocious assistant.
Hello? We're here for the tournament.
The baby.
What the? What?
Oh, that's a hell of a dog. That can drive a car. Stop that
Fairy
dog.
has a myriad of talents. Introductions aren't one of them. The name's Gage.
I can't afford shirts. The button.
First things first, your weapons.
Excuse you?
You're here for the Screamer tournament, yes? Well, Mr. A has a strict no weapons policy. So, unless you want to forfeit your chance at $100 billion,
$100 billion? Wow.
Ok, et si on dit que c'est notre arsenal de
What if
soutien
we say it's
émotionnel?
our emotional support arsenal? I wish he would
Yes,
talk
very
English. I don't have to keep
droll.
reading his shit.
but no.
Okay, yeah. Here you go.
You can be any of the characters, I think. Or maybe you're Hiroshi in the story, but in the multiplayer, No, the arcade, you choose any of them.
No, I'm not touching those. Put them in the box over there.
Bon, d'accord.
I will do it.
À bientôt, mes amis.
Goodbye. What? He's not going to kill himself. Goodbye, old friends. What?
What are you? A pacifist or something? Won't even touch a gun.
No, nothing like that. It's just... No offense, but you've had your sweaty palms all over them, and I'm not a fan of sweat. Or oil. Or any fluid, really.
You picked the right occupation then. I'm glad you're a mechanic.
Aren't you a mechanic?
The cleanest mechanic you'll ever meet, thank you very much.
Voilà. C'est toutes nos armes.
There, you've got your weapons. Our
No
weapons.
funny business. Like getting another gun in between races.
Okay. No one's going to get a gun.
You'll be checked before every race, immediately disqualified and arrested if need be.
Okay.
Tu comptes faire quoi?
What are you going to do? Conduct a full body search?
Ooh, me? God no. Fermi will do the honors.
There's a dog.
What do you mean we'd be arrested? This tournament's illegal. It's not like you're gonna call the police.
You really think a man offering up $100 billion can't afford to have all
No one has
the police
$100
in
billion.
Nero on his payroll?
Even Musk doesn't have $100 billion.
So are
Maybe
we
it's a
good?
translation
Enter
issue.
the tournament?
Maybe it's like $100 million?
Grab your cars and meet me back here. I just have to make a simple modification. Or 5.
Eh?
Are you sure this is necessary?
What? Yes, of course I'm sure. I'm doing this with all the teams, am I not?
And they're just okay with this?
Of course.
Ma cosa stai? Che diavolo stai?
それ以上エンジンに指一本でも触れてみろ。そのレンチでお前の。
In a manner of speaking. Besides, I've already finished. Behold, the Echo.
Wicked. It's the best thing I can say is it's fun and it's interesting. I don't know if it's necessarily a great game yet, but I'm enjoying the world and the game right now. So it makes a very interesting, unique first impression.
What's an echo?
An echo. 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 Oh, tough crowd. The Echo is the most advanced technology the world has ever seen.
Yeah, the puppies from the dog game.
Ça, c'est drôle.
That's a funny.
Right, on the track with you. You too, Fermi. Pass this test and you'll be a part of Mr. A's tournament.
Wait, you mean we're not part of it now? But you already messed with our cars.
Mr. A is highly selective. Hundreds of teams have applied, but only screamers that meet particularly unique requirements will be accepted. Requirements that can only be tested with the Echo.
Okay.
I think it was not made in America. It was made in
How many
Italy.
teams have passed this test?
2.
Get to fuck.
All right, here we go. Okay, now we have to finish the race, and now I think we get our boost. Hello. Hey, Cantankers. Thank you, buddy. That we did it, though.
On a réussi.
All right, Fermi, it's showtime. Are you ready to
Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, he's going to self-destruct. Hang on. Very funny.
Amusant.
Initiate self-destruct now.
Mon Dieu.
Mon Dieu.
Jesus Christ!
Someone's earned themselves a treat, haven't they?
Is the juice worth the squeeze with this one? I don't know yet. It's good. It's good. It's interesting. But I don't know if it's worth it yet. But let's keep playing. But I like it. I like it. And thank you, Cantankers. Appreciate it.
What's that? 2 treats. Win a race, then we'll see.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, is that?
I told you, the Echo is the most advanced technology the world has ever seen. Advanced enough to bring both car and driver back from a fatal explosion.
That's pretty good.
That's
Incroyable.
Très incroyable.
Now, let's see if Mr. A approves.
Right, that's right, Cayman Rider. This is the Hot Wheels Unleashed guys, which are, those games are great. That's a great point. I forgot about that.
So? Really? Well, if you say so. Fascinating.
Well?
Jesus, this lady.
Oh, yes. You're in.
Mortel.
Oh, oui.
Honestly, it's a relief. Installing and uninstalling echoes all day plays hell with my back. That reminds me. The Echo is not to leave the premises of the tournament.
Yes, Alex, I do recommend Silent Hill F for full price and at $50, 50% off. Even more. It's one of my favorite horror games of all time. Certainly my favorite game of all last year. It's excellent.
I have an echo locator that tracks.
But it's
all
not for
echoes
everybody.
within a
It's very
certain
dark.
range.
And some people don't like the combat, but I enjoyed it.
If an echo leaves that range, it will self-destruct. And neither car nor driver will be coming back from that explosion. Do I make myself clear? I wasn't talking to you.
Can you two really understand each other?
Of course. After all, every human has a universal language translator installed in their temple. I just modified mine to translate human and dog languages, and made one for Fermi.
The combat is too much for how much they force on you in the later half. That's been tuned out though. It has been adjusted because they took that very valid criticism Eternal to heart. But I played it as is when it launched, but for those complaints, that has been fixed.
Now, before you go, I need just one more thing. Your team name.
Sure, it's the ban.
Reapers. The, Green Reapers.
The Green Reapers.
Yeah.
Is it fuck?
Roshin.
If Hiroshi says the name's the Green Reapers, then
The
it's...
dumbest fecking name I've ever heard is what it is.
Oh, I don't know. I remember one team called the Wheel Winners. That was worse, maybe. Anyway, good luck to you.
Oh,
Green
right,
Reapers.
Speedstar. Yeah, that
Just
makes
go
sense.
through those doors. The opening ceremony will begin shortly.
Unbelievable.
There's not much time left. I convinced myself Aisha would join, but what if she never wants to see me again? Well, that's easy for you to say.
Ho riorganizzato I vinili per colore.
God, I gotta read again. I wish I had a universal translator. History, what's that mean? Oh, I see. I recognize vinyls by color, rearrange my furniture to maximize bedroom to front door route efficiency, and ran diagnostics on the JSI Neptune satellites.
Perché mi sembra di aver dimenticato qualcosa?
Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Oh shit, I'm late. I need to meet Aisha at the garage. Come on, man. Now, once the race starts, you'll start seeing how they integrate the anime storytelling into the races itself, which I think is very, very cool. That's one of my favorite parts about this.
Ce l'ho fatta.
I made it in just in time, Otto.
Ma dove sono Aisha e Gregor?
Now, where are Aisha and Gregor?
Ehi, aspettatemi!
Sind wir hier wirklich
No, I'm playing with the
richtig?
control pad.
Irgendwie zu sauber für einen Mechaniker.
तुम देखो तो सही.
Hold your horsepower, I'm coming.
मैं इस आवाज को कहीं से भी पहचान सकती हूँ.
Who's Vince from Respawn? Oh, Respawn. Yeah, of course.
और तुम्हें कैसे भूल सकती हूँ, फर्मी? हेलो गेज.
Wags, you made it. You always did cut it close. It's nice to know some things never change.
तुम्हें मेरी कभी न खत्म होने वाली जिज्ञासा पसंद आई?
Like my insatiable curiosity, you knew I couldn't resist a mysterious invitation from an old friend,
Soprattutto a un
especially
invito
one
scritto a
written
mano.
on actual paper.
We all have our little extravagances.
गेज, ये लेटर
Gage,
क्या है?
this is a Lavina.
Ho sentito tanto
I've heard so
parlare
much
di
about
te.
you, the way you disappeared. I just talked about you as if you were dead.
E quando l'hai
So when you
contattata,
contacted her,
non
well,
so
it was like an
perché
old
ho
friend
fosse
suddenly
risolto.
came back to life, like a zombie.
in
But
senso buono.
nice.
Thank you for your kind words. I think.
और ये है ग्रेगर.
And this is Gregor.
Aisha meinte, du
Aisha
warst der
tells
hellste
me
Kopf
you were
bei
Jupiter Stormer's industry's sharpest talent.
Oh, she's just being kind.
Vermutlich
I
nur
agree.
ein Narr
Only
würde
a
von dort
son of a
weggehen.
bitch would leave that company.
Oh, yes? Well, that's odd, because I thought only a fool would install bionic arms that are unpredictable, volatile prototypes.
Das war bloß Glück.
Lucky guess.
Du hast seit
You
3
ain't worked
Jahren
at
nicht mehr bei
JSI for 3 years.
gearbeitet
You
und
had no
konntest
way of
nicht
knowing
wissen, ob
whether
das
these were
Prototypen sind.
prototypes.
JSI has hundreds of bionic prosthetic devices that went through rigorous testing, many of them by me. Models that give you godlike strength, or cook an egg in the palm of your hand. Even from here, I can tell that those contain enough energy to power a small city. Which reminds me, no weapons permitted, including those arms.
गेज, प्लीज. मुझे अपनी टीम में इसकी जरूरत है.
Gage,
वादा
please.
करती हूँ, ये कोई
You
रिस्क
have
नहीं
my...
लेगा.
God damn it. I need him on my team. You have my word you play it safe, because she's Indian.
है ना ग्रेगर?
Won't you, Gregor?
Immer.
Well, always.
तो क्या कहते हो
So,
गेज?
what do you say,
मेरे लिए?
Gage, for me?
I never could say no to you, Wags.
कुछ चीजें कभी नहीं
Good.
बदलती.
Some things never change. I can't get into the Indian accent as fast.
Technically, you have to qualify to join Mr. A's tournament. But between you and me, I fancy your chances. I have something
God,
to show
come
you.
on.
But I need you to promise you won't try to take it back to JSI. If you do, you will die in a fiery explosion, leaving behind nothing but ash to post to your families.
मैं वादा करती हूँ.
You have my word.
Promesso.
Promissiotto.
Was könnte JSI schon von einem ehemaligen Mitarbeiter wollen?
Is it wise to continue emulating their accents? Well, I'm not making fun of them. I'm just doing their accents. Like American accents of people with accents that speak English in America. Different
It's
countries.
all right, Fermi. He'll be speechless soon enough.
Okay, now we get into active shift. Screamer cars have semi-automatic transmission. Press LB at the right time to shift up a gear. Get a short burst of speed and gain sync. Okay. At high speed, screamers enter a state. Sync gen up. While SGU is active, passive sync gen is increased. Shit. It can be seen as hate speech. Well, but I don't hate Indian people or Japanese people or anybody based on the country they're from. So that might sound like a problem for the person who is considering it hate speech, because it's not hate speech. It would be like somebody doing an American accent going, "Hey, how you doing? I'm from," everybody in America talks like they're a goddamn redneck. Well, I know it's not true, but I know that's the trope. Doesn't mean they would hate Americans. No, there's no, if there is input lag, it's not noticeable. It's just, it hasn't yet become super intuitive for me to use the right stick to drift is why. Okay, here we go. Boost. Boost is an instantaneous boost. Boost, blah, 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 blah. As sync builds up, holding it, quick time event that activates. Releasing it when the indicator is within the green. Oh, I didn't know that. Releasing it yellow is longer. Okay.
All right, Fermi. Join Lavinia on the track. It's time to self-destruct.
क्या?
What? See, I'm already confused.
Das ist unmöglich.
I'm telling you, it is impossible.
JSI besitzt Technologie,
GSA has
die das
technology that can
Lebensalter
extend
Jahrzehnte
lifespans
verlängern
by
können.
decades.
Es gibt sogar
There are rumors of
Gerüchte über
attempts to
Versuche,
transplant
synthetische
brains
Körper
into synthetic
einzupflanzen.
bodies.
Aber noch
No
nie
human
hat
come
es ein
close to
Mensch
turning back
geschafft,
time
die
to bring
Zeit
someone back from the dead.
zurückzubringen.
Non lo so.
I don't know.
A me sembra tu.
It looked pretty real to me.
यही है वो.
This is it.
इसी वजह से गेज ने मुझे कांटेक्ट किया था.
Well, that's why Gage contacted me.
केंतांदी.
What you mean?
उसका
His
invitation.
invitation.
उसमें
It
लिखा
said
था
if
कि
I
अगर मैं
came
आई,
the last
पिछले
3 years
3
wouldn't
सालों का
have
दर्द
so
थोड़ा
much.
कम
Oh,
होता.
baby. You goddamn right.
3 Jahre.
3
Du
years? You
meinst,
mean when
als
Gage left JSI?
मुद्दा ये नहीं है
This
कि
isn't
वो
about
कब
when
गया.
he
बात
left.
ये है कि वो क्यों गया.
But why? Why?
हमारे boss James
Our boss
Edgeworth
James
एक
Edward
mission के
died
दौरान
on
मारे
mission.
गए.
A freak
अजीब सा, हम
accident.
कुछ भी
There
नहीं
was
कर
nothing we
सकते
could
थे.
do.
लेकिन Echo जैसी
But with
के साथ,
technology
जो
like
किसी
that,
को
Echo, they
भी
can bring
वापस
people
ला
back
सकती
from
है.
the dead.
Space
Fatalities
mission में
on
होने
space
वाली
missions would be
जानलेवा
thing of the
घटनाएं
past.
कभी नहीं होंगी. अब कोई भी जगह
Fatalities
जानलेवा
everywhere
नहीं रहेगी.
would cease to exist.
Wenn das echt
Well,
ist
if
und
this
das
is
ist ein
real,
ziemlich
and that is a
großes
big
Wenn,
if,
dann muss
JSI
davon
needs to
erfahren.
know about it.
Man würde ihm für das Patent jeden Preis bezahlen.
They would pay him any price for the patent. Hello, Natasha Johnson. Always good to see you night or day, buddy.
नहीं.
No, I know, Gage. Okay. If he doesn't want his invention out in the world, he won't change his fucking mind. But well, build it then, eh? Why install it in our cars before determining whether we could even join the tournamento? And why invite you? Oh, is there something he's not telling me? He's keeping it a secret. Well, I'll talk to him. But first I want to know everything about what we're dealing with. Let's run experiment on weekend on this thing. How much energy does it take? What kind of energy? What emissions is it putting out? How do we replicate it, darling? What? That's as bad as stealing. Like I said, I'll talk to him. But doesn't that mean we don't do our research? An invention like this, well, we could change the world. Gage will be expecting us at the opening ceremony. Let's just go. And don't tell anyone what we're doing. All right, what's next? You've completed the Screamer introduction. You can now continue with the tournament. All right, let's go. Let's begin the tournament. The tournament roars to life in episode 6 of our little adventure that we're having together.
The Green Reapers. The Green
Reapers. Lady,
Reapers.
let it go. You have to admit, though, it's a pretty clever. Snakes are green, and we're here to kill the heir to Anaconda Corp.
Frederick, of all my issues with the Green Reapers, understanding the pun isn't one of them. Jesus, Hiroshi. Not only did you erase Quinn's legacy, you literally turned us into a joke.
I wasn't trying to... Frederick was right. It's too obvious to enter as the Banshees. Anaconda Corps would be onto us in a second. So when Gage asked for our name, I was thinking about what we're here to do. And it was the first thing that came to mind.
Craze Canuck, I'm digging it. I like it.
No, Hiroshi, it's not.
Screamers, your attention! Welcome to the world's largest, most expensive, least discreet Screamer tournament. We're all here thanks to our mysterious benefactor, Mr. A. But more on him later.
But not too much more, because he's mysterious.
First things first, this is where I'm supposed to introduce myself.
Possibly Alex, maybe.
Second, I'm gonna explain something to you. These aren't your average, highly illegal, pulse-poundingly dangerous street races. You just entered a certain chocolate factory, and shit's about to get wonky. I could do my best to paint a pretty little picture, or I could just show you.
Yeah, the black guy is a French guy. Yes, he is.
On the track, now!
Locale Crypt comes on at tomorrow. Hang on. Tomorrow we got our times moved, so we start 9 a.m. now. 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. California time. Like this stuff I think is cool, how it takes over the game and tells a story.
एको बेहतरीन है। GSI के रिसोर्सेज के साथ ये दुनिया बदल सकती है। ないって教えてやるの。
Well, I'm reading over the dialogue also because a lot of people watch on cell phones and it's kind of hard to see.
Final lap.
Idioten. Ze onderschatten me en hebben geen idee waartoe ik in staat ben.
Gabrielle. He doesn't know it's me.
I don't think I can beat him. I've never beaten him before. So I think you have to come in second. Natasha, welcome to the Diet Coke Commanders. Oh, thanks, buddy. Now you're a member in both places. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Natasha. Good to have you here, bud. It used to be on, in fact, Natasha used to watch it, or she does watch it, with her husband at 7 a.m. California time. But now we're moved up to 9 a.m. California time.
Christ.
Ça va?
Are you okay?
I think so. Yeah. My heart feels like it's gonna beat out of my chest, but I kind of like it.
Non, là on est sur la même longueur d'onde.
Now you're speaking a my language. Yeah.
So, did you see Gabrielle on the track?
Huh? Oh. Yeah. It was him, all right.
Comme quoi, c'était une bonne
That
idée.
sounds like a name change paid off after all. When you changed our name to the Green Reapers.
Screamers!
Jesus, what?
Congratulations! That was only a bit of a shit show. And just a taste of what's to come. There's gonna be solo races, team races, time attacks, all involving that crazy-ass Echo. I'll keep track of everyone's scores. Don't you worry about that. What you gotta worry about is a little something called the duel. Every now and then, the team with the highest overall score gets to challenge any other team to a duel. As soon as the challenge is made, both teams get on the track. The winning team stays, and the losing team... Well, I'm not gonna say gets ice cream sundaes, am I? The losing team's eliminated.
Why would you say get ice cream sundaes?
Doesn't matter if you go into the duel in first place, second place, or last place. Lose the duel, and your dreams of driving off with $100 billion go bye-bye. And no Echo's gonna change that. And now, without further ado, he's as mysterious as he is filthy rich.
Wait, is it Mr. A or is it Anna G with the very generous 5 gifted goddamn memberships? Living Pizza, ASJ, AJSM, Ekim, Matt, and Lucas. All get them from our good friend and mod, Anna G. Thank you, Anna G. Very, very, very generous. Thank you, buddy. You know we appreciate that very much, buddy. Natasha says, we only watch Crypt Mondays and Tuesdays at the new time. Hopefully we can catch you on your channel. You gosh darn right. Anytime, buddy. Always good to have you. This is based on Screamer. This is the same thing. Yes. The old Screamer games. Yeah.
Mr. A!
Jesus.
This world is a game that was rigged years ago. The winners and losers determined long before any of you were here.
Well, that's not fun.
The rich extend their lives to unnatural lengths, while the poor scrounge through dumpsters to find shoes for their children.
Well, now I'm starting to really, it's very anti-capitalism. I like it.
For some, consequence is just a word in the dictionary. For others, their only mistake was being born.
I like this guy.
But
He's my new best friend.
In my tournament, the game has just begun. The winners and losers still to be determined. A fair fight. The only thing standing between you and victory is your own will. Nothing can stop you. Not even death itself.
Cool. Discord's free to everybody, Natasha. There are certain perks like GIF posting that you can't do at that level, but the Discord is free right now, so it's never been a pay thing. But to be fair, it's not as active as, the locale stuff. We do stuff over there, but not it's not jumping like some other Discords. Addy Pie, thank you. 33 months, Diet Coke Commanders. We now know why no game has 50 different languages. Could be. Thank you for that. Submachine, thank you. He says the cutscenes are entirely too long for such a game. Yeah, like I said, I like the fact that it is trying to do a story driving game like Redline or something, so I kind of forgive it a little bit of that. Plus, I'm streaming it, and so I'm letting it go versus if I was playing it on my own, I'd be skipping through it because I'd be reading it faster than they can speak. I mean, it is a bold choice, and I do appreciate the uniqueness of it, unless if you guys have played a racing game like this before, let me know, because I do know, like I said, there have been story-based racers out of Japan, but I haven't played one like this before. But maybe, I cannot wait for our next risotto. Maybe I'll even blow up this time.
Wait. The hell are we doing caring about races? We're here to kill Gabrielle, yeah?
Yeah, but how? The Echo has completely fucked our plans. Killing him on the track and making it look like an accident isn't an option anymore.
Okay, so we'll bash his brains in off the track. The Echo can't do shit about that.
Mais ça doit passer pour un accident. Sinon, Anaconda...
But it has to look like an accident. If it does not, then Anaconda Core will rape us out.
At least Gabrielle would be dead.
You don't really think Quinn would want us to die for her? Natasha, hey buddy, what's your favorite anime? Think of it super chat. Sword Art Online, but I don't really have one because I was just talking at the beginning of this, like I always try to find anime that really that is as good story as the visuals, and it's really hard for me to do that. I did start watching a show on Netflix called Bastard, which I thought was pretty good, but I didn't even finish that, but it was good. Jake Starr, just a tip, use LB at the start to get a boost. Hold RT and LB just before you take off. All right, cool. Castle of Cagliostro, I love the art style of it. I love the old game. What was a game called that they made a game out of it? Cliffhanger. But I didn't think it was a very entertaining movie. And I don't really think Ghibli is anime. Like, I love Totoro and Kiki's Delivery Service and all that, but I don't really consider those anime. Okay. Grid Legends has an elaborate story for a racing game, says Speedstar, with cutscenes with IRL actors. Oh, okay, there you go. Racing Lagoon, Squaresoft had. Okay, that's cool. That's good.
I don't have the slightest clue what Quinn would want. But I can tell you that she didn't want to be a pile of ash.
Roisin.
She didn't want her last seconds to be agony.
Roisin, please.
She didn't want to be burnt alive and have her skin melted off.
Shut up! I'll text Caterpillar. Maybe they know something that can help us.
Or they'll lead us straight into a trap.
Well, why are you even working with them, Roisin? You seem like an asshole. Any and every idea somebody proposes, you're opposed to. Go join another team. I hate this woman.
Look, I'll think of something. By the end of the next race, I'll let you get ready.
Still think he was born to lead?
Jesus. Leave me alone, Roshin. Death Note? Yeah, I've heard of that. That's the one in the book you put the name in. Maybe I'll watch that one. We'll do an anime night soon on the thing. Campfire Cooking is in Another World, Natasha. Is that the one where they go into the dungeon, or that's like... There's like dungeon cooking on Netflix or something, but that must be different. Campfire Cooking Another World. Yeah, we'll do an anime thing in the next couple weeks in the Discord, like a anime festival of episode 1s to try to find new anime for people. I would be down for that.
Like a shooting star.
I tried to hit LB. Okay. All right, I'll get back to the chat in a second. This reminds me of over by the LA Convention Center where they used to have E3. Yeah, this is not, it's not very forgiving. I have to restart this race.
Like a shooting star.
I missed it again. Oh well, I'll get it next time. The cars kind of do have weapons. I just haven't unlocked them in campaign mode yet. They're not weapons, but they can destroy each other by timing your rams just right with a mechanic. Pretty cool. Especially now that I've remapped it to a button that makes sense to me. Oh my god. Yeah, you have to press B at the right moment. I keep missing that. I'm gonna try that again. 30 frames. No, I'm playing at 60 or whatever this is. This is a 60 frame per game. 60 frames per second game. It might just look that way because you're watching it on the stream. It's fast. I really wish there would be a sound for that when it's time to change gears. It's a real pain. Man. It's the drifting that's killing me. I just don't have a full understanding of it yet. With the right stick. Hey man, Submachine, thank you for a very, very generous super chat. He says, totally buying this from watching the stream. Thanks for the demo. You got it, buddy. I'm enjoying it. It's just really hard. It's really hard. Yeah, there are other tracks, Natasha. I'll show you in a second. I'm going to try that again because I really would like to, you know, I want to win. Thank you though, Submachine. We appreciate it. Some people don't. Yeah, Initial D, Gun. Yeah, that's one of the ones I was thinking about. Because I know there's been games based on that as well, right? The anime. Are they as story heavy as this one or no? The hard part really comes from being able to input just enough angle as opposed to full stick tilt. I can see that. Jaffe, I want to let you know it doesn't show when you're live. I went and looked because I've never seen you live this late because I would watch more. What do you mean it doesn't show me live? If over on YouTube, like if you follow and have your notifications on, you mean? All right, let me try that, Speedstar, or at least attempt to try it. I mean, it's hard not to full stick when you're using it to drift, but I mean, you could tap it, like feather it, I guess, but then you're not getting a solid drift, are you? I think the real trick is getting my fucking hand off the gas and drifting. And remembering to do everything else, too. But look at that futuristic helicopter thing off to the left there. That's pretty cool. Fuck! So close. They really scrape your speed when you hit that wall, man. They're punishing. I mean, it doesn't feel bad. It's just hard to win. And you're making just almost any mistake will really cost you. What did we do? Fourth? What did we do? Oh, a rewind feature would be great. It would be great. All right, thanks, Natasha. I think maybe the stream art makes the live logo at the bottom disappear. Oh, it could. It could. I don't see. Okay, when you go into subscriptions listed as live. Okay, I'll look next time. Yeah. That sucks though. Yeah. Speedstar, this track's not the most beginner. It's too narrow and the walls can punish you. I'm gonna try again. I like it though. It's fun. And I did better that time. I don't know what. Oh, I don't want to. I'm not dropping Crimson Desert for this, but this is a good. You know, they're such different games that I don't think, you know. This is what you play when you need a break from Crimson Desert. Yeah, this is a pretty bad opening track for the first real race because they ask a lot, and there's still new mechanics to go, like the attack mechanics. But the game does ask a lot of you. You'd think they wouldn't want to have such a barrier to entry, but I don't think it's like hard necessarily. It might be, but there's just a lot to it. Lydio! It's so close. It's so close. Come on. Trying again. I like it. I like this game. Adjust the speeding sensitivity, the steering sensitivity. Maybe. I mean, I'm getting it. I'm getting, you know, there's a lot of stuff I have to focus on in this game.
Like a shooting star.
I was actually in first place for a couple of seconds, you know. It's this area right here that really gets me. I need to realize I'm not going to catch anybody here. And just don't hit the wall.
Final lap.
God damn it, that's where I lost it right there. Ay, 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 ay. Come on. Don't fuck with me. I'm not quitting. I'm gonna at least finish this race. In third place, god damn it. The Michael Jackson movie, yeah, I can't wait to see that movie. It looks awesome. Look at all the yellow paint. That's be so much yellow paint. There we go, baby. There we go, baby. Third place. At least come on now. Come on now. Oh. Oh. We did it. We did it, boys. All right, let's see what happens next. I want to see what happens in the story next.
Alors, qu'est-ce que Caterpillar?
What did the caterpillar say?
Gabriel hasn't noticed us yet. And that's a good thing. It means he's not on high alert.
Okay, so we go and kill him before he catches on.
Et on se retrouve à nourrir les vers.
Then we're about to ending up as a worm of food, dog.
Yeah, exactly. And there's so much we still don't know about the Echo, the tournament. So what if we treat this like a recon mission? Keep a low profile, gather intel, learn what we can, and we go from there.
Ouais, ça me va.
I like it. It's like a queen says. Sometimes the best move is to stand and stare.
Aye. but I don't think she was.
Yeah, you
talking
can
about
change the
street
difficulty, I
racing,
think. I may have to.
Sono loro!
It's the beach rhythm. Strike a Force Romanda. I have every one of their albums from both the Nico and Hina eras. I know. A lot of people say they haven't been the same since Nico Furia left the band, but you know what I say? Fuck you. Anyway, I want to get their autographs, but my teammate Gregor won't go with me, and I don't want to go alone. You want to go with me, miss? I'm sorry I don't know your name, but I saw your fiery red hair. I thought, now there's someone confident enough to meet their idols, or well, my idols, so they're going to have a lesbian affair. What do you say?
The fuck are you slabbering about?
Oh my god, she's a bitch.
Can't you see we're having a private conversation?
Jesus, this woman.
Scusate, non intendevo.
I didn't mean to. Thanks anyway. Jesus, she's a jerk.
The fuck was that?
Okay.
Aisha, eccoti.
Oh, I don't know if I can handle any more of this story right now.
Veloce, vieni con me. Chia? Chiu?
La vi...
Non. Le...
Oh my god.
Devo
Okay.
alla fine del dia lo faccio.
Let's just see what the next race is real quick.
Nicht. Schultern. Zurück an.
Please let me drop the card. Perfect boost. Okay. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, Alex, I will. I'll jump into Crimson Desert. This is good. I like it, but I think that last race wore me out. I think I'm good for now. But yeah, let me jump into Crimson Desert real quick. But again, this is Screamer. It's cool. Like I said, it doesn't. Let me try one online match real quick too. So you've got the customizing the cars. I don't know if it's just cosmetic. Let's see. I like. What's this? Oh wow. Okay. Can you actually change the car, or just the visual? I mean, there is a lot to this game. And I don't mean a lot like it's super fucking deep in terms of gearing your car and shit. I just mean in terms of there's just a lot of mechanics and... Oh, that one's cool. A lot to play around with. Yeah, Natasha, you just got to get used to it. Gallery, workshop, new content, the tournament, the arcade mode. I'm going to do one more arcade race now that I'm warmed up, just so I can show you guys what all the mechanics are if you weren't watching from the beginning. Because you do have the ability to... Oh, what'd she do? Executing a KO and overdrive. Okay. All right. I wish I could unlock some more tracks, but let's see. I mean, I can. I just haven't yet. But it's good though. It's a good game. I recommend. Maybe not for the price, but
Like a shooting star.
so now you'll see I have shields and strikes, which lets me attack the other cars. I'm not sure what okay, now I get the strike. I'm not sure why the strike takes so long to come online, but I'm sure it's a mechanic I don't quite understand yet. But. Oh, I'm too out of it. I'm too out of it. I can't focus. Okay. Okay. Trading the blue energy for the pink energy. I see. Okay. Boosting or shielding gives you strike. Okay. This is not on Switch too. That is kind of a surprise, actually. All right, I'll play. I just want to jump into Crimson Desert to get a little sorbet before we wrap up for the night. If you like the show, consider, by the way, a membership, gifted membership, super chat, super thanks in the comments after the fact. Liking it with a little thumbs up, telling your friends, telling your neighbors, telling your enemy, whatever. Come on now. Goes a long way to helping us go, you know what, this is a channel worth keeping active. So not that that's like a chance I'm not going to. I've been doing this channel forever. I'm just saying it's always a nice thing to do. And certainly if you're interested, again, tomorrow on A Proper Gabbin' and Games, as we're loading this game up, as a reminder, we will be doing our first sponsor either tomorrow or Saturday, which is for Retro Game Treasure. This is a box filled with games. What they do is they ship you 3 to 5 retro games a month, going all the way back to Atari, probably even before that with the Odyssey, which kind of was during Atari, up to PS3. They have a great curation system. They won't ship you games you already own. They'll ship you a whole list of genres that you can say, I like this, I don't like that. And you can actually talk to them and say, like, this is a box that's all about games that inspired God of War 1 design, but not the most obvious choices like Devil May Cry and stuff. I don't know what's in here. We'll find out tomorrow or Saturday. But the next month, I think I'm going to do underrated hidden horror gems on PS1, PS2. So The link below is there in this video, and if you show up tomorrow or Saturday when we actually open the box, you'll get a chance to win a $20 gift certificate either to PlayStation, Xbox, the game store of your choice, Steam, what have you. So, okay. Let me show you where I'm at in this game. I love this game, you guys. I really do. I was texting earlier with Gene Park, and I said that this game is probably my favorite open world game I've played. I'll be getting high on Saturday playing over on Lolcow Crypt. We're streaming a high stream of Resident Evil 9. Text yelling. He must be doing his show. Somebody watching Bus at the same time. How are they doing? I see in the Discord somebody saying Jaffe doesn't buy games. This must be a sponsor. I did get this for free, but I bought Crimson Desert. I do buy games. Screamer seemed like it was a little too expensive to justify. But no, this game did not feel that way to me. So what am I trying to do? Track the Devil of Reed Field. Okay. So let's see. I need... The last time I was doing this mission, you have to hold up your lamp. And what's cool about holding up your lamp is it does tell you where these abyss locked containers are. But it's also supposed to show me where this bad guy is. So let's see. Let's go down here. Let's just go right back here and maybe it'll reset it. All right. So we'll follow the... And I gotta say, gameplay aside, the art in this game and the audio, it feels so... It feels so... like it's just a joyous kind of... It's so immersive and evocative, and it's just it's a fun world to be in. It's not like as charming as like Hobbiton or anything in Lord of the Rings, but there's something about it. It just feels like a really neat world, and it's just kind of fun to lose yourself and escape into it. Is this game worth it for the base PS5? I wouldn't know that. I don't know. I see you, Quinn O'Connor. I see you. Jaffe in chat, you can get 50% off of anything in the PS Store. I can see it. Oh, Phantom docs Fupa's phone number? Okay. What do you think the Red Devil, or what's his name? The Red Devil, or the Devil of Reedfield is hard? Joker? He might be. I don't know. I have no clue. I struggled with the fucking red crimson little box that was flying around. That was pretty difficult. Okay. Use the lantern. All right. I'm using the lantern, but I might have to be upstairs. That's kind of the real tricky part with there's a lot of systems in the game, and the systems are good, but sometimes like this particular one with the lantern compared to like the way it works in Dead Space it feels a little undercooked. Like, it's like you're supposed to only use the lantern thing in exactly the right place or something. I don't know. Hang on. Oh, I'm sure it does play. I'm sure it plays fine on those other systems. I'm just saying one of the things that really is exciting to me about this are the graphics and the ambiance, and that obviously the better you can get your visuals to look, the better that part of the game is going to work for you. You think the streams are cozy? That makes me happy. I'm a fan of cozy, even if the games we play are not cozy. I like that. I like to hear that. Thanks, man. All right, let's see. And there's this one part in the game with these little sprite children fairy tale creatures that I haven't figured out how to not get kicked out of their village, but it is so, speaking of cozy, man, it's pretty good. I don't like this system because it's like, okay, I guess we're going up here. Right. The other thing is, like, there's so many things to pick up, which I've gotten used to and I've gotten to really like. But sometimes you can go into a house and every drawer can be opened and every item in the drawer, you know, you can pull stuff out of. And it really, you know, I can see how sometimes you'd lose your mind. It's just too much. And other times, like, I'm so in that headspace if I just want to kind of be in that world of exploring it. Okay, let's see. Here we are. So some rich person's kid went nuts and killed everybody, and I think he's escaped to here.
Three swords of legend. Go kill that masked bastard.
Please calm yourself.
What's got you tangled up with that lunatic?
We've no time for pointless questions. Do as I've asked this instant. I'm ordering you to kill him and bring me his corpse.
Listen, Count. We've come to offer protection, not murder. Huh?
What's going on?
Go back to the village and try to get in. Which village?
Why so fearful, my dear Count? You look as if you've seen a ghost.
Okay, so that, I guess, is his kid, maybe?
Or is it perhaps guilt that makes you tremble so? Please! You are my own flesh and blood! Pathetic! But such sniveling suits you perfectly. Oh, my son!
You monster, I'll kill you!
You begged for death when I'd have given it in time. All side of that demon must be purged.
Oh, right, that's one of the Grey names, her and that dude.
One after another, these interruptions never cease. I'll take my leave.
No, I want to kill you.
But I'll be back to claim your lives. Naira, what the hell's going on?
We came to escort the Count. Then that bastard appeared and killed everyone. Andrew! He's still breathing.
You stay here. I'll deal with him. You two head to Howling Hill. Marius.
We'll take some oranges, though. Or onions. I don't want onions. Do I feel, hey, Anna, do I feel like I've calmed down a bit compared to older content? You know, honestly, I think it depends on the, topic. You know, there are certain things I get passionate about, but I will say this. I think in the last year, I have become less engaged with a lot of the social media anger stuff. Not because I'm like, oh, I'm above that now. I kind of feel like I got all I needed out of it, and there's really not much more. I'd rather talk about the games, you know. I'd rather just play the games and the things that I like, and you know, it's just, I don't know. There's just so much stuff to like and focus on that it seems like a waste to talk about the other stuff. PS5 Pro for GTA 6, possibly. I'm gonna wait and see. Hey Hector, no, we played a bunch of Screamer, but I think it was Alex. Was like, hey, are you gonna play this anymore before you wrap up the stream? And I'm like, yeah, I'll play a little bit. I love this. I'm super addicted, Hector, to this game. Let me see if there's a. There it is. I'm gonna go explore that pirate ship real quick. I know I'm supposed to chase this dude. Let's see, where is he? We go to... All right, where is he though? What? All right, well, I don't know where he is, so... Why would I... Why? No one's taking your mod. What are you talking about, Anna the G? Come on now. What's this guy? Oh, I haven't seen these guys before. Oh, okay. That's the guy. These are his minions, I guess. I guess this guy spawns them, maybe? Speaking of Hector, you know, in D&D, I heard somebody say in my comments, they said, to them, this game is kind of like D&D. There's so many systems that it's not that you end up doing all of them or playing with all of them. It's just there's a lot of different ways to skin the cat of this game, which I think is pretty cool. Oh, I have to keep following the gold line. Okay. Got it. Okay. Well, sucks to be me. So where is it? I think I just saw it, right? Oh, it's up there. Okay. All right, but I want to go see the ship. All right, we'll go see the ship later. Fine. Fine. Yeah, lots of options for engagement. Yes. Where's the copper? Is it here? Yeah, here it is. I don't know if I like this or not. The fact that when you break any of the mining, real physics take over, and sometimes they just get knocked really far away, and you're like, where the fuck did it go, man? Oh, my inventory is probably full of it. Here's this one down here. Nope. That's one. The puzzles, I mean, so far I have had no trouble with the puzzles. And even that one I struggled with wasn't really an issue of the puzzle being challenging. It was an issue of the way the game communicated some of the stuff. But since then, you know, some kind of puzzles actually almost feel like old PC adventure game puzzles. Like I found this one puzzle where I had to kind of do my sword light beam and then hit this gem, and it opened up a panel, and there were these daggers in there, and then I had to put the right ones in the fireplace, and when I did that, it opened up a secret door and shit. And it, you know, that, oh shit, hang on. Is that the guy? I guess so. It's a guy. It's a Bible. A flag. Okay, that's the red. Okay, here we go. Not enough spirit. Fuck. Hang on.
Only a thing.
Oh, that guy's just a minion? He's not the main guy? Spirit regens when you kill someone, or what? Because I'm seeing, I think it does, or when you hit someone. It's really dark, though. It's hard to see. Oh, that was him. Okay. Yeah, the combat is fun. It so far it's kind of shallow. But I think Embers was in here earlier and saying that it gets more complicated, and I don't know if that just means you like I actually have a lot to unlock that I haven't done because I just haven't wanted to go through it. But so far I haven't really had a need to be better at combat. I just get a lot of health, and I just, you know, mash for the most part, and every now and then I do this move, right, or I do this. And it kind of sees me through so far. How long did they work on this game? I don't know. I know that it was about $300 million, which honestly isn't that much for a game like this, which really does make you wonder, is it an issue of sort of, you know, development just doesn't cost as much? That's a big part of it. Where was this made? What game? Is this Spain? Because when you look, you know, $300 million is good, but most of the Sony first-party games have cost more than that. Even some last generation were into the 400 millions, if I remember somebody telling me. There's not a training dummy in this to practice on? Oh, this is the generator. This is gone. Korea. Okay, yeah. So I'm assuming it is a lot cheaper to make a game like this in Korea, which is really kind of maybe where a lot of this is going then. Even for first party, it's like super fucking expensive otherwise. Oh, you get a training dummy you can practice on? Oh, I want to see if that's a helmet I want. Hang on, I gotta dump something. What do we want to get rid of? Let's get rid of this. Let's see if that's good armor. Probably not. It doesn't look very good. I can sell it though. Oh, Unreal Tournament, man. Yeah, I haven't played that in a long time. The problem with Unreal Tournament when I last played it was just the fact that it was peer-to-peer. And so there was such a host advantage that it was hard for me to really enjoy it after I got over the nostalgia of it. Because whoever was the host would inevitably just do great, you know? Is this guy invisible? Good though. I thought the sun was coming up. It's really hard to see. It's really dark. Oh, I should pick up some of those. I can sell them. Yeah, the unlimited inventory is an interesting choice. I mean, obviously, you know, there's probably a reason they're doing it. And I don't know how it would play if they kept it, but it is kind of a pain. I'm with you on that, though. Yeah, Red Dead I've been meaning to play for a very long time. Red Dead 2, people tell me I would love it, so I do want to play it. I want to play WoW as well. I never got into WoW Energy. But I was busy. I was thinking I was doing God of War or something when it came out, and I just did not have the time to really commit. But now with all the houses and stuff, I think that would be cool to have like a neighborhood of like people on the Discord and stuff, because you can like share neighborhoods, right? Where are we going? Just gotta kill this thing, maybe? Yeah, I don't even remember, Hopkins, like which ones. Well, I need to figure out, Anna, which one, right? Because somebody was saying, like, I think I was talking to Hector about it. There's the two different versions of World of Warcraft. There's like the classic one and the new one, and I need to kind of figure out which one. I guess I want to play the one that has the houses, whatever that is. Jaffe can't play a game like World of Warcraft. It's too long and too in-depth. Could be. I mean, I'm surprised this game has held my attention, Morgan, truth be told. Because I expected this, like, because, you know, I did not like Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It was just too much and too big, but I haven't really sat to think about why this game is holding my attention, where a lot of the other ones just feel bloated. I don't know that yet, and there is a point when I was making games where it wasn't necessarily fun to do, but I would make the time to really analyze it, to go, well, what is it about this game that keeps me entranced, and other ones don't. But sometimes it takes real deep thought, you know, and I've just been enjoying it so much as a fan right now that I'm not worrying about it, but I am curious. Housing is in retail current. It's not in classic. Okay. Well, then that's the one I'll play. I want to try that. Sacred Abyss. What kind of sword is this? And these things are cool. These things give you little mini challenges that if you... like this one is heal 3 allies using Force Palm. And if you do it, you get the ability... I have like 8 of them. I really need to spend these things to level up your character and shit like that, which I really should do. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. And some things I don't know if it's okay to get rid of. Like, this is an Abyss artifact, but then I'm keeping some that are clearly like Faded Abyss artifact? Is that just like a piece of junk that I can get rid of, or what? I don't know those things. I don't have an answer. You see? I really don't want to get rid of anything, but I will. I get rid of this. I want to pick up. I want to see what sword this is. I already have that. Yeah, still ran. I think I would do a video on it because I am curious about it. You know what I would say? Just part of it that stands out is you aren't going to see in-game content in WoW as a new player for 40 hours, even with how easy they've made it. Oh, I see. You know, what I would say is part of it is unlike Assassin's Creed Valhalla, for example. That game was so much about let me tell you a story in all the cutscenes, and this game has that, but the cutscenes almost seem to be as much about immersing you just being in the space. I mean, I know that this is a Greymane. I know his, you know, there's a narrative, but it doesn't seem to be its main focus. And again, not that I'm opposed to narrative in games, but when a game is so system rich like this, too much narrative, too heavy-handed narrative, to me, sometimes maybe hurts the immersion. Just a thought. But I think it's a good question, or something good to explore. Oh, what's this? Mountain of Frozen Swords. Am I going to freeze? There's some Breath of the Wild shit. Something's happening to me. What do you mean, Natasha, your server? I mean, are you guys not playing the main game, or you have settings where you get to the end results faster? I don't follow. I'm sorry. I don't know enough about the game to understand what you mean. He's sad. What do I do with his doll? Quest completed. Defeat the devil. What? Hang on. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, so I examined it. Now I have to fight him. Okay. Oh, so you just have your house. You're focusing on the houses. Okay. All right, well, that's good to know then. Yeah, I want to try it. Follow the path in the reed field.
I can sense his presence.
Yellow and red earring? I don't know. I'll show you in a second.
Devil of the reed fields, I have come to claim your head.
You take such a pitiful life as mine. Well, you're certainly not the first to try. My own mother and father made the first attempt. That lech fucked his way across the countryside in hopes of an heir. And I was all he had to show for it. plague overtook me in my youth. My father saw me unfit for his noble name. Do you see me for what I truly am? Alas, even if you did, it would make no difference. This is where your life ends. His words still hang like a noose upon me.
Die! How can such a creature claim to bear my noble blood? You are not even alive! Suffer off this mortal coil and honor our family with your death!
Resorting to cheap tricks.
Can I destroy it? Anything? Do I have to engage with it? Oh, I see.
Impressive, but you will still die by my hand. One way or another. Have you ever felt the need for a scarecrow's protection? Whenever someone stood in your way. Whenever despair sunk its claws into you.
Is it supposed to beep like that? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where my fucking block move is. I know I have one, but that's not it. LB or L1. That's what I thought. This doesn't seem to be working.
Behind this mask lies unstoppable suffering. Then I'll shatter it.
I need to put my helmet back on too.
Kill this single form. But you cannot kill me. Stand and fight! The grudge born by this mask shall live on within every hate-filled heart.
Oh, TJM, I have no clue, man. Did I defeat him? Let's see. All right, check on Andrew. I need to spend some time leveling up that shit. Where am I in the map, though? Yeah, this game is so good, you guys. Let's go look at the pirate shit real quick before we wrap up. You goddamn right, Joker. Want to get nuts? Come on. I know he doesn't say come on. I added that. That was my own little styling. No, Alex, I'm sure she would not come on my show. And what would I mean? It would be good for the show, but I honestly don't really have. Somebody was talking earlier about inviting that congressman on from the South, Butcher. I may actually have a shot of getting him on, and I would genuinely love to talk to him. The Xbox exec, what's the, you know, I mean, if they let me ask her what I want to ask her, you know, she's not going to answer it. So those kind of interviews don't really hold much interest for me. Now maybe interviewing Phil Spencer after he gets whatever he needs to get, where he doesn't get fucked by not breaking NDA, but you know, that might be an interview worth having at this point or some point. But when you're in that role, they're just doing PR, man. Yeah, Tech plays games. In fact, Tech, I saw your thing. Anna says, Jaffe, get Tech to buy this for me when he gets his bus check. What's interesting is he's like, Jaffe, buy this for me. I'm like, well, you're on bus, dude. You make more money over on locale than I do. I don't know if you guys can hear him yelling. I do now all the politics jokers, so that's one of the things I like about being on locale. There's a few things I'm having fun over there, but one of them is that show over there is where I focus mostly on some of the weird stories we talked about on Madhouse or politics or whatever, and that allows me to keep this channel cleaner for, you know, just the games, which is better for the algorithm and it's better for sponsors and things like that. Speaking of which, hopefully you guys will hang out with us tomorrow or Saturday when we open this treasure box of retro games. I wonder if everybody can guess. I have a feeling what might be in here, but I don't know based on what I told them. I'm very excited to open it and actually play. And they sent me a PS2, a fat PS2, so I can do backwards compatibility. Oh, I got a 4 damage to machines. Yeah, so you unlock these little abyss gears as well that you can find a witch. And she lives in a cave. I don't know. Witches are crazy. T-Pain? I only really know T-Pain because he did the Good Life intro with Kanye. I know he's a gamer, though. I know he's got like a pretty big gaming footprint now. But, I mean, I wouldn't mind talking to him and maybe doing something if he's got an idea. But, he doesn't need me in my small little channel. And also, I don't really know enough about him that, you know, I don't know if my interview would be all that interesting. Might be, though. Yeesh. Because doesn't he, like, run a group of streamers over on Twitch? I think he's a Twitch guy. He's a good singer. Cool. I mean, look how far. I mean, this is what I'm telling you guys. It's just, look at that waterfall. It's just, again, I get the Breath of the Wild comparisons. They're apt. And I'm not a big graphics whore, but there's something about being in this world and this narrative versus Zelda that just feels more like it's exciting to be in this space. I really want a fucking telescope is what I want, or what is it that they have, the spyglass or whatever they call them that pirates have, because like I don't know if I want to climb up there, but it looks like there might be something up there. I cannot imagine this game doesn't let you unlock a telescope, but just look at that. There's so many things to explore. And if your head is in a, you know, if you're in an exploring mood, it's a really good game to have. Do they have mods for this game? I assume so. I haven't really checked. What mod would you want? Breath of the Wild was not compelling at all to me, says Morgan. Yeah, I mean, I've never, frankly, I've talked about this. I've never been a big 3D Zelda guy, even Ocarina. I find, for what, like, I loved the last Zelda that was where you played Princess Zelda and she could manipulate all the stuff with her wand. And it was super emergent and play it how you want. But the 3D Zeldas just feel very... I need to think about the adjective I'm looking for, but they feel very... so dreamlike that they don't feel really dramatic to me. Like it's hard to really lose myself in it. Joker says, I'm loving this game so much, all I'm thinking about through the day. Yeah, I mean, it's really good. The waterfalls hurt you for some reason. You know, sometimes Oh, you didn't. I don't remember when. Oh, yeah. See, I guess when there's nothing behind it, they don't take damage. It just kind of gives you an impulse. Link Between Worlds is my favorite Legend of Zelda game. And then the latest Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom, is what it was called. I thought that was really good. It was very fucking, very creative and clever and just real satisfying. Oh shit! Get out! No. To kind of solve everything the way you want to solve it, you know, which is real kind of gutsy. They started that with Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds, that kind of sense of, hey man, however you want to solve it is fine. And obviously they brought that into Breath of the Wild and Tears, but it really, they went for broke, man, with Echoes of Wisdom, because they're just like, dude, as long as we don't give a shit, solve it however you want, break it if you want. The 3DS RE-ish, I don't know what that means, Morgan. One of the designers that did Red Dead has a whole video on just the water. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that video you're talking about, but I have seen a video about how apparently impressive the water is in this game. I mean, as a player, the world feels real. I'm not conscious of how amazing the water is, other than just going, oh, that's cool. Uh-oh, bad guys. Hello, pirate loves.
Here we go again.
Who are these guys? The catfish something? Catfish pirates. The dancing catfish pirates. Okay. You really want to call yourself the... Oh, I love this game. You go down here and there's a pirate ship, and goddamn if there aren't pirates too. Come on now. I mean, think about that though. If this game really only cost but if this game cost $300 million, you have got to be Sony going, what are we doing, boys? What are we doing? In a good way. I mean, I think if Sony's not looking at Arc Raiders, and Sony's not looking at this, and Sony's not looking at some of the friend slop stuff out there and going, all right, let's learn from this. How can we apply this to the number one console maker? And I know some of you guys in the chat, they don't need to change anything. They're fucking perfect. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, sure. All I'm saying is $300 million for a game like this compared to what they're used to spending for games that don't have near this much content. Something to think about. Something to think about, my little delightful friends. All right, what is this? Get out of here. You're not a fan of solving dungeons any way you want. It keeps you in menus too long. I understand. And I certainly understand not just that, but there's a value in going, sometimes a designer can come up with a great solution that you're like, oh my God, that's so satisfying. But it's, and I get your point. People can kind of then get lazy, but there is something also equally satisfying, if not more so, about going, I wonder if, and then it's like, oh shit, that worked. And it just feels insanely satisfying to me. I'm entirely sure what I'm supposed to be able to, I guess I'll get it from the other side maybe. But I will say, and that's something else I want to kind of do a mental dive on this game, is I'm curious about why exploring in this game I enjoy it so much, because there's lots of games that have big open worlds, but I don't feel the need to go around to every nook and cranny. I don't know if it's that they just have so many systems that I'm thinking of like when I was playing Pal World for the first time, and I liked it. But after a while going, ooh, I wonder what's on top of that mountain, it was kind of all the same. It was like one of these 8 things. And in a game with so many systems and little adjustments that you can find, perhaps that's what it is that they're always coming up with something that's a neat thing to find. You like the dungeons in Twilight Princess? It's been a long time. I don't even know if I ever got that far into the dungeons in that game. I didn't like it. No, I'm thinking Skyward Sword is what I'm thinking. I've never played Twilight Princess. Why can't I get up here? Let's try now. I don't know if it's the open beta for Kiln, then yes, because it looks great. And a lot of people were saying it was one of the most fun games at PAX last weekend. What are these? What did I get? Coffee cherry. Goddamn right. And the music's good too in this game. Whenever it gets to this part of the soundtrack, it reminds me of that scene where, what's his name? Oh, there's a lighthouse over there. This is the best game ever. Where, come on, Darth Vader, James Earl Jones, where he says, you know, baseball has marked the times. America's rolled by like a army of steamrollers. This game has marked the times. It's such a good movie. What's this? Dry fish pelt? What can I do with a pelt? I don't care. Fish trap, field cloth armor. What do I get rid of? Get rid of these things. What do I do with this? Crap, fuck it, I don't care. Hang on one sec, fellas. Excuse me. First off, I need to wear my helmet. Sometimes I can't figure out where I put things. Is this it? Nope. I'll take that. Didn't I just pick up some armor? Where the fuck did it go? Alright, well, we'll find it later. Hang on. Oh my God, Darwin's Paradox. Yeah, I played the demo and I thought it was fucking excellent. That game's out this week, isn't it? I don't know if I'm going to get to it right away, but yeah, I really dug the demo of that game. A great deal. Look how cool this game is, you guys. Let's see if we can make it over there before we drown. Come on, buddy. Oh, we're not going to make it. Hang on. I'm going to go explore that house on the hill first. Oh, it's out today. Okay. Yeah, the demo was great. The demo was fantastic, I thought. Really fun. Did you get the actual game, Synthwave? You know, and people bitch a lot about games, but that's Konami spending a decent amount of money on a very weird fucking game, man. That's not the kind of game that you're used to a big company making anymore, which is nice. It's good to see. All right, what are you doing, Jaffe? Oh my God. Oh, I can do this, can't I? I can go... Not that. Not that either. Did you play the demo? Is it much different than the demo? I keep forgetting I have that move. I haven't really felt the need to cook much in this game yet. I mean, I have, but in terms of multiple ingredients, I just kind of grab whatever. Like, I'm not like, oh, look, I can get some sugar and barley. I'm like, eh. But I'm sure there's a reason for it. Well, I'm not sure, but I imagine. All right, let's see if this gets me closer to that rock that I can fly to. Super relaxing. Yeah, the demo was great. It's pretty much the same thing. That's cool. The one thing I was curious about in the demo, when you go underneath that area in the soldier area at the beginning with the trucks and stuff, and you find that piece of paper that talks about like getting into helmets and taking over abilities of other people. That was that piece of paper was in the demo, right? But I don't know if any of those mechanics were actually in the demo. Anna, yeah, I'm sure they're for potions and alchemy. Oh, I'm so fucked. Come on now. Why the fuck is it, like, am I swimming at, like, 2 feet per, I don't know what I'm saying, per year? Yeah, we're dead. Maybe not, maybe not. Right, phew. There are potions in the game, yeah. I have a couple right now. Let's see. I have one that ups my attack. One that, I guess, spirit moves are free. You can also, like, enhance your weapons and armor if you find, like, anvils and stuff. Like I said, there's a lot. It's one of those games where it's like, I don't think it's the most elegant game, but it's one of the few games I've seen where it almost feels like, you know, you know, I mean, I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to, you know, glaze myself or anything, but it reminds me of the kind of game where the more logical heads on the team, like the logic thinkers, like programmers and stuff, were not the final word. And it reminds me, like, on God of War, when I would just be like, I want that in, and people would try to, like, debate with me, like, but, you know, how does this fit with that? And I'm like, I don't know. It's just cool. So I think it's clear that, you know, some of the systems go underutilized and they're not all as fully baked, but the sum seems to be much greater than the parts, and that even with all that, it feels like it's just a really cool experience in this game. What's this? It's a cloth, I think. Like, compare this to something like Ghost of Yote. I think Ghost of Yote is clearly Sidman Dagger. You know, it's a, in so many ways, it's a better, more confidently designed game. But I don't know if it is as deeply immersive, even though I love that fucking game. What do I get rid of? Everything I have I want, and I don't want to warp back. Let me get rid of this shit down here. I never use this stuff. Alright. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe this isn't going to sell for very much. Let's see. 66. All right, I'm going to that goddamn pirate ship. You can't stop me. Oh my god, I love this game. And that little riff sounds like the Michael Jackson song, Earth Song. Just a lot of those little... Oh, we got ourselves some pyrites. Oh. Oh, there it is, of course. Because there may be cool stuff up there you find. If I had a pirate crew and they were like, let's call ourselves the Dancing Catfish Pirates, I'd be like, I don't think you're on the... You have to walk the plank, and you don't get to be on the pirate ship anymore, because that's just dumb. No. Oh, what am I doing? I remembered now. Come on now. Just a place to stand. Why do I always forget I can do that? How the fuck did this get up there? What the fuck is this? I got a dagger. Alright, hang on. God, I need more space. I earlier got a dagger, right? But I can't find it. Unless I didn't pick it up. Alright, let me get rid of the pickaxe. I don't really need it. I can always make another one or buy another one. Alright. Just want to see how good the inventory's full. Go fuck yourself. How dare you. That is one of the problems, is you can't tell how good something is until you pick it up. And I have to assume you know, level stamina. Yeah, I should. I have to assume that that is coming sooner than later in a patch, but right now, you know, we don't have it. All right, where was I going? I want to go to the ship. There's no way I'm going to make that unless I do level up the stamina. Look at this game, you guys. We have a lighthouse to explore later today if we come back tonight and stream. We have that village. We have that ship. There's no way I'm making it. I could level up, but I don't know if I want to waste it. I need to explore all the other options. Now I could maybe do this. This won't end well. Oh, is that a cave? Oh, there's a cave. The commission quest? I may have already... Did I already do the commission quest? The nice thing is, though, you can... You know, they're pretty generous in this game with, like, respawns. So I'm just right here again, so... but that's all I got for today anyway, fellas. Okay, so, listen, that has been the stream. I am back tomorrow at... now 9 a.m. for Lolcow Crypt, and then I will be back tomorrow or Saturday for a Gabbin' and Games, and we will be doing either Throwback Thursday or Flashback Friday, or I don't know what Saturday is, but where we'll be going in the past, opening this up with Retro Game Treasures. Give them a visit over on their website. I would really appreciate it. I want sponsors to know this is a good place that gamers can come. And whether they buy or not, they'll at least look into that possibility of the stuff we sponsor here on the show. Because, obviously, I think you would agree this is a good match for Gabbin' and Games. This box right here, I'll show it to you. And it would really mean a lot. It lets me tell them and other sponsors that their sponsor money is well spent. So, the link is below in the About This video. We will be opening this box tomorrow or Saturday. But that's all I got. Anna G, thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Natasha, good to see you over here All the new members, welcome. All the super chats, thank you guys very, very much. And if I'm not streaming again tonight when I'm done with what I got to go do, then I'll see you tomorrow. All right, that's what we got, boys. Be well. Be safe. Bye.